Season 10.
Can you believe it?
Can you believe it?
I can't. It's been quite a journey.
Yeah.
You know, we went from before people not knowing where Potomac was and, you know, had to give everybody a geography lesson. Right. And now here we are 10 seasons later. It's really amazing.
Did you feel the pressure to like really bring it for season 10?
I think every year we always want to deliver the best show we can. And something that I appreciate about Potomac, and I can't speak for other Housewives shows, but I feel like we just all want to give everything we can for the viewers. And it's just like this very vulnerable process where you just want to put it all out there. And I think the more that we're vulnerable and the more that we give, the better our show is.
Sure, 100%. What was your mindset going into this season?
It's interesting because I'm officially divorced now.
Congrats.
You know, thank you. 3-year process came to an end. So I really felt more independent and I feel like more of a solo traveler now than I did before. You know, I haven't really felt like that since I met my ex-husband, which was when I was, you know, like 22. So I'm in a whole new chapter of life, and it's been interesting documenting that on the show as well.
Sure. Do you feel like once the divorce was final that you were able to let yourself feel like that?
Yeah, you know, and it's weird because you would think it's just a piece of paper. It's kind of like when people get married, right? They'll be together for a long time, and then as soon as they get married, it does shifts, some dynamic shifts. Sure. So I do think even though I had been separated for 3 years, living in my own house, still something about the formality of having a divorce decree and having an official end to the marriage. Yeah, I felt something. Like I felt it emotional. And I mourned it for a minute. Like I think for the first maybe month, because I had it in February. So like in March, I was really going through it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But then I just, you know, great friends and my family. Giselle was very helpful.
Okay.
She calls me Sunshine, so she would text me every morning like, Sunshine, how are you feeling today?
Yeah.
And yeah, so now I'm on the other side.
What did you feel like you were mourning in that period that you didn't before? Just the finality of everything?
The finality, yeah. I think that when I was separated, there was just potential, right? Like the door was still a little cracked.
Sure, yeah.
And now it's just closed. And I'm okay with that.
You're okay with it
now?
Yeah. Like you said, it was a long time coming, 3 years. We kind of figure out a little bit of the reasons why. Maybe it was a lot of money things and things like that. But how do you feel? Like, are you happy with the outcome?
Yeah, ultimately I am. Okay. My children are obviously my main priority. Okay. And I'm very thankful that I'm at a place where I'm thankful to Bravo. I'm thankful to everyone around me because I'm able to have my independence and I'm able to explore career ventures and, you know, just be the woman that I'm meant to be. And before, I think, you know, my identity was so much in being a wife. So now that I've taken that part out, now I can really embrace being Ashley, the woman, and the mom.
Yeah, definitely. How are things with you and Michael?
It's much better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think I told you before we were parallel parenting when I saw you a couple years ago. Now we are co-parenting.
Good.
Yeah. So there's been a major development in terms of how we communicate and just like how we're celebrating the children more now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because maybe the pressure of the divorce is off.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you said in another interview that if you're both not happy with the outcome or something like along the lines that like he's not happy with how things.
Yeah, that's what my lawyer said.
Yes,
so
right?
my lawyer, who I filmed with last season, Maria, Maria Simon, she said that. She said, a good divorce is if neither of you are happy.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so we all had to give up a little something.
Right, a little give and take to finally get to where you are.
But, yeah, remind me of Housewives, honestly.
Exactly. But the kids are good?
They're very good.
Everybody's thriving.
Yes, very much so. We're into baseball because it's baseball season, so we're doing t-ball, baseball, all the things.
All the things.
And Lego. My kid is like a Lego master, so.
Are they really starting to realize like what you do, right? Because I mean, they've had cameras around for all of their lives.
Literally.
But, like, are they really starting to be like, oh, wait, mom's on TV now?
Yes, it's so funny you bring that up because Dean, my 6-year-old, literally said, Mom, are you on Bravo? And I was like, what? It was so weird to me, you know? Because people come up to him and they know him. They're like, Dean, how are you?
So
how's everything going? And they talk to him so familiar. And to him, I mean, he loves everybody, so he embraces it. But to him, it's like, wow, how do these people know me so well? So I think it's starting to really compute to him.
Right, it's starting to really settle in.
Yeah.
I love that so much. You know, in the first episode, we see you have this bloom, your second bloom party, which I love so much. What was it like having that event? Besides the drama with Stacey, what was it like throwing that event for yourself?
Oh, absolutely fantastic. I'm a floral girl.
Yeah.
I used to only wear florals, but my stylist, Corey, has helped me embark on more mature clothing. But I was a flower power girl. So I'm just really into flowers. And I felt like it was symbolic as to where I am in my life. I sort of equate almost like marriage, Ashley married, AM, and then AD, Ashley divorced. So I feel like they're just two very distinguishing sides of my life. And that was my first bloom when I got married, had my kids. And now that I'm a single independent lady, this is my second bloom.
Yeah, I love it. So is there an AD Ashley dating right now?
Yes, there is.
Yes, there is.
I'm a lover girl.
Okay.
So when I first was separated, I had my sort of public relationship that I have with a former Bravo person.
Right.
And that was interesting.
She should not be named.
I mean, we're not on bad terms.
Right, yeah,
but, and he's very easy on the eyes, obviously.
Yes, right.
But now that I'm actually really dating and I'm officially divorced, I'm a little more serious about it. I think that was another part of it was when I was dating, when I was separated, I was still like, I'm still married.
Right. I'm just dating to have fun.
Dating to have fun. But now I'm 37 and I feel like I'm really ready to actually have a relationship.
Okay.
So
do you feel like you've found somebody so far? Are we going to see that over the course of the season?
I've been dipping and dabbling.
Okay, dipping and dabbling. Okay, yeah.
And I think that at this point, when we filmed the show, because we started in April, so I had just been divorced for like 2 months at that point, and that finality that we talked about was really settling in, and I was really thinking about the men who were in my life at that time, and there's just a lot of thoughts that go into who I want to be in my life.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, and
a lot of factors with the boys and everything.
Yeah, and I changed even from last year as to what I'm looking for in a partner. So all that happens on the show. It's an interesting time.
It's an interesting time. Do you still talk to any of the men from Love Hotel?
Funnily, Ralph is actually in New York right now. Okay. Yeah, the guy who I chose. So he's here for work. Okay. We may try to meet up for a drink, but we're strictly friends now.
Strictly friends. Yes. Yeah, so everybody from the show is strictly friends?
Yes. Yes, we're all friends. We're all friends. I can't speak for all of my girls. Okay. Some of my girls are having more fun than I am. Let's put it that way.
Good for them.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Good for them. Was that an overall good experience for you?
Absolutely. Yeah, I would do Love Hotel again. The hardest part was just being away from the kids for that time, but it was just so enriching, honestly. Yeah. And I didn't really know Luann or Shannon, so to be just with them in Mexico for 3 weeks, it was just such an incredible experience.
It was a great show. I loved it so much. It really was. It was so much fun. How did your relationship with Giselle change at all over the course of the season, or are you two still thick as thieves?
Yeah, I think that Giselle and we are always going to be really close. We will have some ebb and flow moments that I think are just inherent in such a close relationship. Yeah. But we always come out on top.
Always come out on top.
We do.
The season's obviously going to be different with the Grand Dame not present.
Yes.
How did dynamic shift with her not there?
Her absence was missed, honestly. I felt it. Mainly because, that's my sparring partner. Sure. And I always know if I want to, have a little tumble in the weeds, that Karen's going to do it with me. So I missed her quite a bit. But on the plus side, I did think a lot about what growth she was experiencing while she was doing her time. Away. Sure. Yeah. So I want, and I hope, I haven't talked to her about it yet, obviously, but I'm hoping that she had a very enlightening experience.
Right. Well, have you reached out to her and you just haven't heard back?
I sent her flowers and we've talked via text message, but I think a lot of us in our friendship group are just giving her some space. Okay. Yeah, I know Giselle and her spoke, but I'm just going to give her a minute before. Yeah.
Were you shocked about what transpired, though, about the sentencing and everything like that?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I mean, more so because I wanted to trust that Karen had good lawyers, obviously, who were giving her the best advice, but that didn't seem to be the case.
Yeah, so hopefully, she did her time, and I'm sure
she looks good.
I heard she was the Grand Dame of the jail, so I'm sure.
She was at the Chris Brown concert last night, living her best life.
Yes. Out and about.
Yes, she was.
I love it. Things go right off the bat. Things with you and Stacey are intense, to say the least. What were your expectations of Stacey going into this season?
The hardest part I have about Stacey is I see her and I take her for what she presents to me, because she comes across very genuine.
Right.
I think it's that Midwest in her. You know, she's from Detroit. She's got that you know, like Bobby's mom
Yes.
in Bobby's World. So she has that sort of charm that I think, oh, she's obviously going to be honest and genuine with me. So then when there are moments that contradict that, and I'm like, wow, like I feel like she's tricking me.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm falling for something with her. And that is why I get really upset, because I come in and I try to be as honest with her as possible, and I just want it reciprocated back to me.
Sure.
And it just feels like she's trying to trick me, like an okey doke.
Did you ever find out if she was officially divorced?
I may or may not have.
Okay, you may or may not have. Okay, did you know that she was getting back together with her ex-husband, at least at this point early in the season?
Babe, shock and awe.
Okay.
I had no idea. And the only way is because I started seeing little things with her having a ring on. I was like, that's not costume jewelry.
Sure.
You know, that's not a cubic zirconia. At least I hope it's not. So, you know, like something else is going on here.
Were you surprised that she wasn't, well, probably not that she wasn't forthcoming about that either?
Yeah, it was tough because I had seen her. I've seen her periodically over the last few months, and I would just have thought she would have just like, oh, by the way, you know, Timu and I are back together.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen. So when she sort of sprung it on us, I was like, wow, where did that come from?
Sure. You know, she said that TJ wanted to come back onto the show and apologize and explain himself. Did you ever think about just reaching out to him yourself and, you know, getting some answers as well?
Well, considering the interaction that I had in LA, Giselle and I had with his friend,
Sure.
I just have a hard time believing that, honestly.
Believing him.
Believing that TJ wanted to come back.
Okay.
I think if he did, then he would have. I do think that they're still having some business arrangement issues.
Okay.
I think that's still happening.
So do you believe that she promised him 50% of her Potomac earnings?
Let me tell you, I saw the paperwork.
You saw the paperwork?
Now, I zoomed in. Giselle and I both, so it's the two of us like this. We're literally holding the phone like this, like staring, reading everything line for line. And the information in that document, that legal document, is stuff that you would only know if you were on the inside.
Wow.
Yes. It wasn't something he could have just arbitrarily like brought up and said. It was actual intimate details.
That's nuts.
I know. I tried to grab my phone and take the picture, you know, but she was real quick with it. She put it right back. She was like, no. She's like, I don't want to be in this mess, but I want you to know I'm trying to clear my friend's name.
Sure,
that he's not lying.
Right.
So.
Well, because I'm sure if all that is true, he must be really upset about everything that went down.
I would imagine.
Yeah, I would imagine too.
Yeah.
What would it take for you to have trust in her again?
It's just, I never give up on anybody. I really don't. Even my own dad, who I have no relationship with, right? So because that is my litmus, if I can have space for him, I will always have space for Stacey. So it's just a matter of her meeting me halfway.
Does she have anybody on her side this season?
It's just interesting. There's a lot of ebbing and flowing in our group. Yeah, dynamic shifted quite a bit, mainly because of incidents that happened or things in our own personal lives. We were all going through quite a bit this season.
Yeah.
So it just affected how we all interacted with each other.
Yeah. Who did you kind of ebb and flow with the most, would you say?
I ebbed and flowed. Well, obviously with Stacey.
Sure.
Yeah, it's just quite a roller coaster ride with her. Wendy and I, we've always had like a love-dislike, not hate, a love-dislike relationship. So that rears its head a little bit. I think we cleared the air with quite a few things.
Yeah.
And then maybe some of the new girls.
What context can you give me about Stacey and Chris?
That I'm not lying. That's all I can tell you.
Not lying.
And I have proof.
You have proof. Okay. All right. Was this while the whole TJ thing was going on, or is this post?
Allegedly, this happened. Well, I know this happened around the holiday time.
Okay.
Last year.
Messy. It seems like she does maybe admit to lying in New York based on like the trailer and things like that. And I know that, you know, editing magic. But is that true? Does she admit to some sort of lies this season?
Does.
Okay.
Yeah. She admits to something.
Something.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
She can't lie and hide from everything. At least something catches up to her, you know?
Yeah, but something catches up.
That she takes ownership of. Yeah.
We see Mauricio makes a drop in this season. What is he? Why is he there?
Oh, he's a smooth cat. That guy is very smooth. Yeah.
See, it looks like he's swooping in on Giselle a little bit. Is that fair to say?
I don't know. know. I think they have like some sort of friendship from before. So there's more there that I don't even know about.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's Kyle going to feel watching it back?
I don't know. I think she's made some public comment or something.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I heard something.
All right. You think she was going to be upset or?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I know that Giselle has made mention of him on her podcast, Reasonably Shady. So I don't know if the waters got a little choppy after that with Kyle and Mauricio, but I don't know where it stands now.
Okay. You're like, I'm not going to get involved in that mess.
Oh no, I want to know. Believe me, I'm ready.
Sure.
When the episode airs, I'm going to dive right into it because I want to know what's happening.
I'm getting the popcorn, but for now, I'm not dipping my toe in that mess.
Yes, not yet. Not till I have all the facts.
Not till you have all the facts.
Yeah.
It seems like maybe Wendy has a tough season this season. Is that fair to say? Like you said, everything kind of ebbs and flows. It seems like she might be having some problems with Eddie. Is that fair to say as well?
I think Wendy is also just going through a transition. You know,
Okay.
she's not. I think she's in a different professional capacity, and obviously some shifts in her family. So yeah, Wendy is just going through it. I think like all of us. And I always say that men in their 40s go through a transformation, but I do think women in their 40s do as well.
Sure,
so
yeah.
I think Wendy feels that too.
Definitely. I mean, we've talked a lot about the drama, but what's the most fun that you had this past season?
Oh, I had so much fun. Let's see. We took some incredible trips.
Okay. Where are we going this season?
Lots of luxury. Yes, absolutely fantastic. And culturally enriching too.
Sure.
So we had some great trips there. And, every night I've gotten me a little whip.
Very nice.
Yes.
Good for you.
My first big girl car.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the first car I bought for myself. So.
All right. What kind of car did you take?
You'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. Do you feel like this is a whole new chapter for you?
Yeah, in the best way. Yeah, I'm rediscovering myself again. And I have a great team. So everyone is just really leaning into me, pouring into me, and helping me just get where I want to be.
Yeah. Now that you've been on the other side, what advice do you have for women that are just starting that separation, divorce process?
Similar, you have to really lean on the people around you because I don't know how I would have gotten through it without my friends, my mom, my Uncle Lump, my brother, my sister even. Some days when it was really hard, I kind of forgot who I was. Again, because so much of my identity was about being Mrs. Darby, that then when I didn't have that, I had to just sort of like rewrite this part of me.
Totally. Do you feel like this group of women is the strongest cast that you've had in quite some time? Or is there anybody that you'd want to bring back?
Strongest is tough.
Okay.
I really do look at the show like its own little organism.
Okay.
And whatever is meant to be there will be there, and whatever it's not, it'll push out.
Sure.
Right?
Okay.
So I think that who is there now, aside from Karen, who do want to come back,
Of course.
I think that it's just sort of thriving on its own as to what it needs.
Yeah.
So, Mia was here for a while, and then it wasn't the right place for her, so now she's not here, and some other ladies in the past. So I just think like we're where we're meant to be right now.
Yeah. Well, have you spoken to Mia at all?
Oh no, but she's living her best life.
She's living her best life.
Oh, she got her new man and everything. Yeah.
Are you happy? Are you happy for her?
Oh
Or-
yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Sure.
She's a lover girl too.
Okay.
Yeah. We all love love.
Right.
Between me, her, and Giselle, child, we just we
Yeah.
have hearts for eyes.
Hearts for eyes. Do you talk to Robin at all?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
The last time I saw Robin was at Sharice's surprise birthday party.
All right.
Yeah, she had a surprise 60th that NECA planned for
Sure,
her.
yeah.
And it was just such a great time.
Okay, good.
So
Well,
checked in with her. She's good.
Seems like all the ladies are still close.
Yeah, we are.